Hi, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be finishing up the Demi trainer. I got him tore apart here so that we could put the decals on and maybe do a little bit of touch-up panel lining work. It's hard to see it in the camera. That does have panel liner in it. This one does not. It looks like it ran out. And this one as well. But these two in the center do. So what we're going to do first is we'll take our panel liner, which is just Cameo Black, and I really don't need a lot at all. So I'm gonna wipe off as much as I can from the brush. And what I do to wipe it off is just kind of dab it along the side there. Once I feel it got enough, I'm just going to come to these panel lines right here. Just drop a black dot in, drop a black dot in. We'll do one here and here. Kind of make sure you can see the run of it going down all the way. And that looks pretty good. So just to clean it up a little bit, take a Q-tip without really pressing too hard. Just kind of come and wipe it up. And we'll let it dry a little bit, and then we'll finish cleaning it up the rest of the way. So we'll also be looking at any pieces for finishing touches. Like right here, we have a small little nub. And I really want to try to get in and show you guys one more good time on how to clean this. So instead of going one good one, kind of back and forward, easy motions till you have it off. And that looks good. That was the only one really that I had seen that had gotten forgotten. So I'm going to turn my camera here over to this spot here. This is our water decals. So water slides can be tricky, can also be very intimidating to those who've never tried them. So these are by Semp, which is just a third-party company that makes decals for Gundams. I got these from the USA Gundam store, and they come on a full sheet. I already used the ones for Choo Choo, but you can see there's different Gundams. Like, so here's the Marisol flight unit, Lifrith, Aerial, and that covers like their weapons and their shields, pretty much everything you'll need. And that was all on one sheet. So you got the 2 Demi trainers, Lifrith, the Marisol flight unit, and Aerial. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come and pick what number we want for our Demi trainer. Since he's our first one of these Demi trainers, I think we'll go ahead and make him number 1. So what you want to do, it doesn't really matter how neat you are with the paper, nothing like that when you're cutting it out, but you don't want to cut right up against the decal, as that will cause issues when you are trying to apply the decal. So once you have it out, it'll look something like that, just on the piece of paper. And that's number 1, and we're going to go ahead and slide it into the water. I don't like dipping metal tools into the water, so I made sure I got some plastic tweezers to put down. And you just kind of want to make sure that the decal itself gets completely submerged. Also make sure that you have enough water in your dish. I'm going to add just a drop more. So if the decal's not fully submerged and you can see it floating around, that can end up happening where it separates. Now, a lot of these decals will tell you that they don't want you to keep it in there for longer than 5 seconds. And this is great that this happens, so I can kind of show off what we're going to do to fish it out of there. So what we want to do is we want to take our piece that's going to go on, which would be the left arm. We're going to take our tweezers. We're going to come underneath of the decal and kind of try to grab it. Just like that. Once we have it, just kind of want to gently get it, let it fall right onto the piece. And now we're going to come with a Q-tip. These pointed Q-tips really do work well for this job. And that's just pushing it into place, just like that. Right where we want it. And you kind of want to press the decal to push some of that water out. And then come with just a regular cotton swab Q-tip. Give it firm presses straight down. Don't pull down. Make sure you're only pressing down. If you pull down, you'll move the decal out of place. That is how you properly do a water slide decal, even though it came off in the water. I do have some instructions here. Thought I'd show these off. You can go ahead and pause the video if you want to read those, but pretty much they tell you how. And on here for these, they say no more than 5 seconds underwater. You seen we didn't even have ours in for a few seconds and it was already coming off. Some of them are looser than others. It just really depends on the decal itself. Nothing will really prepare it for staying on, but there, looks pretty good. Let me straighten the arm out there. There we are. And so we'll set that off to the side until we're ready for the next decal on that arm. And now we have the shield here, which also will be on that arm. And we just want something simple on the shield to simplify that this belongs to the first unit. We'll take the white number 1 from here. And I would never say rip these out of here, as that could potentially damage the sticker. You can cause them to easily fold over on themselves. And if you cause it to fold over on itself, it becomes a lot harder to apply it properly. And you get a busted decal. So we'll go ahead and get this number 1 underwater. And so also probably choosing one of these guys over here, a little feather symbol, little eagle. You shall be my little eagle on my little Demi trainer. So usually I'm doing these. I try not to get any of these words right there. You don't really want those in the water or that black line on the side. It may not look like it, but that is also a water decal. So it does slide off in the water, just like a water slide. If you can get them both off, good. If you can't, don't worry about it.